Okay, so this is a pre-recorded video discussion on the explanation on how you're going to accomplish the final term case study. So this would be the last case study for this semester dito sa subject nyo na human-computer interaction. Now, ito na yung since ito na yung pinaka project nyo, you have to accomplish the following. So this is the sample format. So, di ko kasi siya nalagyan ng header ni NEUST or ng logo. So, kayo na lang maglagay. Optional. If balak nyo siyang lagyan ng header or footnote. Now, this is the format. First is, you have to determine the title of your system design proposal. So, I'll be giving you the type of website and the type of system that you have to review. Pero dito sa example ko, nag-include ako ng alumni tracer system. So, ma'am, ano po ba si alumni tracer system? Si alumni tracer system po, class, is a type of system kung saan nakakagawa ng account and nakakapagsagot ng survey yung mga graduates na ng isang academic institution. So, sample alumni tracer system. Kasi yung iba ang ginagamit lang Google Forms kasi meron din naman siyang statistics. Pero yung iba, they still use the website kasi pag website merong pwedeng mag-log in and mag-log out yung student. Ayan. So, ganito yung example ng isang alumni tracer system. As you could see, meron siyang dashboard. Ayan, may job posting, may partner company. Some alumni tracer system like to take it to the next level. So, nag-i-include din sila ng mga job post. Usually kasi yung iba, nag-i-include din sila ng ganon para sa mga alumni na naghahanap ng work. So, kung meron silang mga partner or third-party companies or firms, naka-include yan dun sa job posting. Ayan. So, this is what an alumni tracer system usually looks like. Ayan. Here are the examples. Okay. So, first, you have to determine your title. Once that you have determined your title, ito, last part nyo na to gawin. Kasi ito yung parts ng system nyo. So, meron ba siyang main panel? Meron ba siyang logged in and log out? So, para kanino yung login and log out? So, you don't have to determine na kung merong ano. So, sign up for administrator. So, si administrator, siya yung pinaka gumawa ng website. So, lahat po merong administrator. Hindi pwedeng mawawala. Pwedeng yung client sign up, wala. Pero yung administrator, hindi mawawala. Meron at merong administrator account. Now, we have the admin main menu or menu. Kung ano yung nakikita niya. Ito, usually hidden to. Yung add, edit, delete, admin. Alumni record for the admin. So, ito lang yung nakikita ng mga students or alumni ng academic institution. So, nakakapag-edit and nakakapag-delete siya nung kanyang sinagutan na survey. Alumni users, ang nagagawa lang niya is makapag-sign up at makapag-register. So, ito lang yung sample snippet or parang shortcut or index page noong parts or components ng website forms nyo or pages. Next is, so, pero gawin nyo na to as a last part once na nabuo nyo na yung concept about do sa website proposal nyo. Documentation of blank. So, title of your system, for example, ayan, lagay nyo din dito. So, we have for the chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. Actually, for this particular type of HCI project, you have to explain what is included in chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. So, yun yung requirement ko. So, for chapter 1, you have to state an introduction or description type, how you're going to introduce your system. And then, after that, you're going to state the usability and functionalities and limitations of your system. Again, class, always remember that a system is not perfect. It has a limitation at some way or another. So, you have to state what are the limits or ano yung mga bagay na hindi nasakop or hindi na kayang ma-accomplish ng system nyo. And, syempre, usability or functionalities, you're going to expound or explain ano-ano yung functions na meron yung system mo. And then, after that, you have to use the double diamond of design. So, we have studied the double diamond of design before, right? And in how or how are you going to accomplish this one? So I have provided a sample photo or format as a guideline on how you're going to explain the overall process ng pagde-design nyo using the double diamond of design dito sa case study nyo. Next is chapter 2. So, si chapter 2, you're going to determine the prototype that you're going to use. Pero by default, again, ang pinapagawa natin na prototype is low fidelity prototype. Ibig sabihin, kasi ang prototype, gagawa kayo ng sketch or ano yung itsura ng website nyo. So, you have to accomplish or you have to provide a sample screenshot or a drawing of that particular website at kung ano-ano yung mga parts and components nun. So, for the prototype type, you have to determine and you just have to write na low fidelity type of prototyping siya. Now, paano nyo ma-design or ma-insert yung sample na web page? Either through creating it through PowerPoint presentation, manually drawing it on a piece of paper, or tinatawag nating sketch. Ayan. So, with explanation kung ano-ano yung functions ng bawat web page. And then, the conceptual model, you have to describe anong interface, ma'am, and anong interaction type. Now, for the interface class, usually ito yung, does it allow command line interface? Does it allow graphical user interface? Yun lang, i-determine nyo kung ano siya. So, meron ba siyang interface metaphor? Ayan. So, compatible ba siya sa smartphone, website? Ayan. Ano itsura niya? Sa interface, you're going to describe the overall look and aesthetic of your website and how you're going to access it. And then, after the interface type, you're going to determine the interaction type. So, ano-ano ba yung sinusupport ng inyong website? Does it allow or does it complies with the touchscreen functionalities? If siya ay nakalagay across doon or na-access siya sa Android type of platform, pwede ba siyang may function ba siya na may touchscreen? If na-access lang siya sa desktop, ano yung mga options ni user, paano siya nakaka-interact or nagagamit. So, yun lang. And then, chapter 3 are the system recommendations. What are your plans in the future? Once na okay na yung design nyo, so ano yung mga balak nyo na i-accomplish dito? Kunyari, make-believe lang na kung ano yung parang sample na expected outcome nyo with this particular system. Now, for the chapter 1, ayan, yung mga naka-red, naka-highlight yan, delete yun na lang siya, class, pagka gagawa na kayo ng sarili nyong version. So, dito sa introduction sa chapter 1, you're going to introduce your product design, the technologies na gagamitin, and the alumni tracer system, for example, is a website system. So, meron akong sample dito, related pa rin kay alumni tracer system. The alumni tracer system is a web-based PHP database type of system. So, sabihin, itong system na ito ay gawa or is naka-upload siya in a form of website. So, meron siyang database. Dito sa system na to, it allows the school administrator, faculty to track graduate students, progress, and how many elements of graduate students' activity in one place. Ayan, so yun. And then, in-explain lang dito, bahagya, what is the difference between alumni portal and alumni tracer? Because most of them are parang, closely related with each other. So, ito introduction, parang description, kung ano yung meron doon sa system nyo. And then, after that, we have the usability, functionality, and limitation. So, dito, visualize what are your system's design, usability, and limitations. Para sa scope nyo, i-state nyo ano yung nagagawa ng system na i-design nyo. Then sa limitation, i-set nyo naman yung mga bagay na di pwede sa system. Ayan. So for the double diamond of design, you're going to create a sketch of how you will plan out the design process of your system. Using the double diamond of design template, refer to chapter 2 for references. Ayan. So, this is the sample double diamond of design template. So, nandito na din yung guide paano nyo siya ma-accomplish. So, diba last time class, we have discussed the double diamond of design. So, meron tayong problem space, yung first diamond, and then yung solution space. Now, sa problem space, we have to discover what would be the possible problems or ano ba yung mga problems na meron or existing problems, bakit kailangan nating i-design yung ating proposed na system or website. So, for the double diamond, you conduct interviews, you use your personal observations, bakit mo naisip yon, and nagbasa ka ng mga related studies or literature about that said system, or nagpa-survey ka sa mga target proponents or clients. So, after the discover, you can now determine the problem. Ano yung mga pinaka-realistic problem, setting aside the other components or parts. So, dito, you can now create or sketch out your design brief. So, once that you determine the problem, you can now start developing the solution. Just like in life, if you have a problem, if possible na masolusyonan, you go for the solutions. Once that you determine what is your problem and how you're going to solve it. Ayan. So, for the development of the solution, meron tayong tinatawag na ideation or evaluation or prototyping. So, ito, kumbaga, sketch pa lang paano mo ma-overcome yung mga problems na na-encounter mo sa system. Kagaya niyan, one particular type that you have to do is evaluate mo yung mga nakuha mong survey. So, 80% or majority of the correspondents have answered na ito palang system na to may ganitong problema. So, you're going to look into that major concern and then paano mo siya susolusyonan. Next class is the prototyping. So, sa prototyping, you have to determine naman ano bang prototype yung gagamitin mo pag magde-design ka or gagawa ka ng initial sketch ng website mo. Low fidelity ba or high fidelity? If low fidelity, what type of low fidelity prototype? If high fidelity, what type of high fidelity prototype? So, ayan. So, after the develop diamond, next is sa deliver diamond ka na. How are you going or what are the steps na kailangan mo i-accomplish bago mo successfully i-release or ipakita dun sa stakeholders or clients mo yung final design ng system mo. So, meron tayong pwedeng blueprint, ayan, paano natin pe-present yung prototype natin, and then user testing. So, ite-test na natin if okay ba. So, ito yung sample na kailangan nyo ma-accomplish. So, the discover, paano nyo na-discover yung problem dun sa said system. So, sa define, paano nyo siya na-define, and then sa develop and deliver, so solution diamond. So, you have to explain that. Related pa din sa system, kung ano yung system yung ano. Again, class overall po, isang system lang yung ibibigay yung set na example. Kung alumni tracer siya, alumni tracer yung introduction, ganun din yung functionality, usability, and yung gagawa nyo ng double diamond of design. Again, since this is just about prototyping, this is a make-believe type of design. You don't have to code anything, you don't have to create your own software, you don't have to show me an existing or nagrarana na software. What I need, class, is an explanation on how you're going to sketch or design or plan out your expected output ng website or system. And I hope that I made it clear with all of you. So, chapter 3, ayan. So, medyo you could see the light at the end of the tunnel. So, for the prototype, lagay nyo by default low fidelity kasi low fidelity gagamitin natin. And then, prototype use you going to determine nag-sketch ka ba or nag-drawing ka ba. Ngayon, class, para dito sa particular type of project natin, you have to create a sketch or drawing. So, ito, this is not applicable because it's just a screenshot of an existing website. So, paano po i-sketch? So, pwede kayong mag-provide ng paper-based na drawing. So, may papakita ko sa inyo ng paper-based. Okay. Website sketch. So, ganito lang expected ko na output. Napakasimple lang. Ayan. How you visualize your website to look like. Ayan. Lahat ganito lang yung itsura. Ayan. So, kung gusto nyo mag-drawing and then lagyan nyo ng labels, ayan, so meron daw siyang logo. Ano kulay ng logo? It has a white and it has a white light with white halo globing over the coastal launch. Ayan. So, i-describe mo, lalagyan mo ng labels, ano-ano ba yung parts ng website na to, and then ano nagagawa. So, ganyan lang yung yung expected kong output? Or kunyari, hindi naman kayo magaling mag-drawing or parang napaka-tedious na activity sa nyo, meron kayong pangalawang option to create your design using PowerPoint. So, website sketch using ayan. So, kung gusto nyo naman gumamit ng PowerPoint, okay lang din naman. Ayan. So, ganito lang. Medyo time-consuming nga lang. Ayan. So, you have to determine or you have to provide a sketch of the contents of your proposed system or website. So, dito sa sample na to, halimbawa, kasi ito class alumni tracer system, I have personally coded this one. So, kaya siya naka-set na sample na ganito. So, kaya screenshot na lang pinrovide ko. Again, you have to sketch. You do not need, or it is not allowed na magka-copy ka lang or mag-i-screenshot ka ng isa existing na website and then ilalagay or ipe-paste mo dito sa form. You have to sketch your own. Either nagayahin mo yung website na yon, pero my condition is you have to sketch it and include nyo yung pangalan ng website nyo. Ayan, so we have here yung una, and then i-explain nyo ano ba tong part na nakikita ni client. Kasi kailangan mo explain. Kailangan kasi natin class na, we have to set our expectations na yung client natin ay hindi IT professional, for example. So, hindi siya maalam doon sa website. So, it does not mean that we belittle our client or stakeholder. We just have to set that in terms na kaya nga nila kailangan ng services mo kasi mas nakakaalam ka dyan sa part na yan, expertise mo yan. And one of your job description is to be able to explain or describe it in layman's term na maiintindihan ng mga stakeholders or clients mo. So, I have here the first screenshot or first sketch, for example, i-describe mo, ano ba itong nakikita nilang form na to? So, for this one, this is the form, this is the logged-in form. So, ano-ano po ba yung ginagawa sa login form? So, the admin users or yung administrator ng websites are subjected to manipulate and collect and view the graduate records. So, para maagawa niya yun, first off, kailangan niyang mag-login doon sa admin backend ng system. Ayan. And then, second part, i-describe mo lang din kung ano yung itsura niya. Ay yung function ng second web page na to. So, dito, kunyari, nakalagin na si admin, ito na yung next page na makikita niya. After that next page, ito naman yung susunod na page na makikita niya. So, pwede na siyang magdagdag ng iba pang admin doon sa website. Third page, ayan. So, ito yung mga nadagdag na administrator doon sa website. And then, yung description. Yun lang, parang maglalagay lang kayong sketch kung ano itsura ng website nyo. Ayan. So, after showing a sketch of what your website looks like, you have now to determine the conceptual model. Again, class, we use the conceptual model para ma-describe natin paano ma-access or paano makikipag-interact yung ating users or clients doon sa system na i-design or ipopropose natin. Kailangan ma-visualize nyo na yun, class. So, para malaman nyo, is it convenient? Is it necessary or not? Now, for this particular chapter, refer to Chapter 7, Interfaces, and Chapter 3 for Conceptual Models of Metaphor Interface for reference. So, sinite ko lang kung saan kayo magre-research ng lecture nyo. Again, all of these lectures are already provided on our Google Classroom. You just have to look for it and download it. Ayoko nung may magme-message sa akin na, ma'am, nasan yung lectures, ma'am? Paano yung ano? Kasi nag-set na ako ng lectures na to and then napagdaanan na rin natin yung discussion dito sa PowerPoint na to. Sa chapters na to. Dito sa part na to, class, i-state nyo paano ma-access ni client or stakeholders yung system nyo. So, pwede ba siyang ma-access gamit yung smartphone, gamit yung laptop, or desktop? So, pwede yon. Like, for example, si Facebook, meron siyang, naiba yung format niya pagka siya na-access sa smartphone. And then, naiba din yung format niya pag siya na-access sa website. Actually, class, most website or web page type of platform na system, ay kadalasan nagpo-provide din sila ng cross-platform. So, pagka, halimbawa, meron silang view pagka i-access natin siya sa mobile, meron naman siyang view pagka i-access natin sa website. Kasi class, imagine if Facebook does not provide a mobile view pagka i-access mo siya sa smartphone. Kung ano yung nakikita nyo sa website, so ganon, you have to zoom in and zoom out. So, hindi maganda yung design. So, yun yun. And then, for example, sa interfaces, does it allow multimodal interface or command line interface? Ayan, you have to answer that. So, para di na kayo mahirapan, ito yung guide questions. So, I have already provided the guide questions. Ang kailangan nyo na lang ma-accomplish is paano nyo sasagutan yon. For example, sa interface type, what are the interface types that your proposed system design can be accessed to? Ayan. And then number 2, how can your clients or stakeholders use it? Is it via kiosk machine? Class, you already know what is a kiosk machine. So, yun yung parang mga parang flat screen display na nakiklik nyo para makapag-interact kayo sa system. Or can you access it using your smartphone only or your desktop? Kailangan ba may virtual reality na hardware ka or VR box para ma-access yon? So, ayan. So, you have to accomplish how your stakeholders can use that system na nabi-visualize nyo. And then, for the interaction type, ayan. So, ito yung guide question. What are the possible options you have set for your clients to interact with your system design? Is it via touchscreen, voice command, and so on? So, yun lang. Medyo parang kahawig siya nung number 2. Pero dito sa interaction type, you have to specify or highlight kung paano siya gagamitin ng user nyo. Is it through exploring or can the user manipulate the system? Ayan, you're going to describe it. For this one, go again, refer to chapter 7 and chapter 3. Okay, so this concludes the overall class, the overall explanation in regards to our case study sa finals. Again, this is counted as 50% of your grades sa final examination. So, for the references class, ayan, include nyo if meron kayong references na ginamit. Again, class, avoid copy and pasting the explanation. Kasi sa inyo yun, kayo yung mag-i-sketch, so kayo ang mag-i-explain. So, pwede naman kayo kumuha ng reference, just reword it, and then cite it as your reference, kagaya nito. Kung website siya, include the link. Kung sa libro siya, include the book number, and then, book name, title, author, and then yung page. Okay? So, yun lang. This concludes our discussion for this one. And also, before I forgot, class, kindly include dito, sa umpisa siguro na lang, or sa dulo. Bahala kayo. Basta kailangan makita ko ng group leader, pangalan ng group leader nyo, group members. Ayan. And then, itong pinaka-part na to, yung may introductory, set nyo lang kung ano-ano yung type na meron or makikita doon sa website nyo. Parang summary. Or parang ito yung parang pinaka-page. So, chapter 1 ng website ko, main panel. Chapter 2, logged in. Ayan. And so on. Okay?